Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe, now this start video. Every workplace has its bad days, where nothing seems to go right. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 2, titled Ride the Blade, is a prime example of such a day at Firehouse 51. This episode feels somewhat out of place, as it leans heavily into personal storylines and relationship drama, leaving the usual focus on firehouse operations and emergency calls somewhat in the background. While this episode does offer some interesting character moments, it also highlights a few significant issues within the series, especially concerning the integration of newer characters into the established dynamic of the team. In particular, Jack Damon, one of Firehouse 51's latest additions, becomes a central point of frustration for the characters and the audience. Fortunately, there are some signs that this problematic storyline might be coming to an end, providing a glimmer of hope for the future of the show. Jack Damon has been a divisive figure ever since his surprise introduction in the Season 12 final, where it was revealed that he is Kelly Severide's previously unknown half-brother. The reveal felt abrupt and somewhat out of place. And now, 2 episodes into Season 13, Damon has quickly devolved into a source of friction for the Firehouse. In Ride the Blade, the tension between Damon and Severide reaches a boiling point, as Damon's hero worship of Severide escalates into him expecting Severide to be his protector and confidant. This dynamic quickly becomes uncomfortable, with some viewers drawing parallels between Damon's behavior and the obsessive behavior of Hope from earlier seasons, particularly in her interactions with Severide in Season 7. Damon's presence disrupts the established relationships at Firehouse 51, and the conflict it creates between Severide and his wife, Stella Kidd, only adds to the awkwardness of the situation. The situation becomes even more frustrating when Severide, usually portrayed as a calm and capable leader, seems to let Damon steamroll over him. His internal conflict about his half-brother's intrusive behavior feels like a weakening of his character, and it's a jarring shift from the confident firefighter we're used to seeing. However, by the end of the episode, Severide finally takes control of the situation and gives Damon an ultimatum, telling him that one of them must leave Firehouse 51. This moment marks a turning point, and it's one of the few redeeming aspects of the episode. While some fans might worry that Severide's departure from the show could be in the cards, there's no reason to believe that Taylor Kinney's character will leave. Instead, Damon seems poised to exit, which would allow the show to refocus on its core characters and relationships. Despite the frustration of dealing with Damon's chaotic storyline, the episode does give Taylor Kinney a chance to showcase his talent as Severide. One of the best moments in Ride the Blade comes when Severide has a quiet, poignant conversation with Joe Manoso, about his internal struggle with Damon. Kinney's performance in this scene is a testament to his skill as an actor, as he conveys the weight of the situation through subtle facial expressions and body language, without relying on dialogue. His eyes tell the story, and the quiet, emotional intensity of the moment is a highlight in an otherwise cluttered episode. The dynamic between Severide and Cruz also serves as a reminder of the strong friendship that has been a central part of the series, and it's refreshing to see the show return to these core relationships after the chaos introduced by Damon. While Jack Damon's storyline is a significant focus in Ride the Blade, there's another character who continues to raise eyebrows: Chief Dom Pascal. Introduced in the Season 12 premiere, Pascal has been a controversial figure, and this episode only deepens the mystery surrounding him. Pascal's strained marriage to his wife, Monica, takes center stage in this episode, and their interactions are uncomfortable at best. The tension between them is palpable, and it's clear that their relationship is far from healthy. The episode opens with them in bed, but an argument quickly ensues when Monica reveals that Pascal's old friend, Vale, had called her while the two were separated. This revelation sets off a chain of events that culminates in Pascal confronting Vale in a violent outburst, punching him in the stomach. This moment is meant to shock viewers, but instead, it only makes Pascal seem erratic and unprofessional. Pascal's behavior continues to be a source of frustration, and it becomes clear that he is not a natural fit for Firehouse 51. While it's always difficult for a new character to live up to the legacy of fan-favorite Chief Wallace Bowden, Eamon Walker, Pascal's erratic behavior only serves to highlight how much the team misses Bowden's steady leadership. Dermot Mulroney, a talented actor, is clearly capable of bringing depth to the role, but the character as written lacks the necessary complexity to make him a compelling addition to the cast. There's also growing speculation among fans that Pascal's time at Firehouse 51 may be short-lived, with the possibility that Bowden could return to restore order to the team. A scenario where Bowden steps in to replace Pascal and promotes Christopher Herman to captain seems like a natural progression, and it would be a fitting way to close out Pascal's brief tenure. One of the major criticisms of Ride the Blade is that it feels like an episode consumed by personal drama, with very little of the action or high-stakes firefighting that the series is known for. The storylines surrounding Jack Damon and Dom Pascal and the relationships within Firehouse 51 are interesting, but they often feel disjointed and out of place in the context of the show's usual tone. While it's always nice to see glimpses of the characters' personal lives, when these storylines dominate an entire episode, it detracts from the core focus of the show. This episode feels more like a collection of subplots than a cohesive narrative, and as a result, there are very few moments that feel impactful in the long term. One subplot that does manage to stand out is the development of Violet Mikami, Hanako Greensmith, and Sam Carver's, Jake Latimer, relationship. After their brief fling in Season 12, it's clear that the two characters are beginning to explore the potential for a more serious relationship. Carver, who has been hesitant to commit, seems to be reconsidering his hard-partying lifestyle, and Violet's decision to reach out to him signals the possibility of growth in their dynamic. This is one of the few positive moments in the episode, as it suggests that the show is finally moving towards a more meaningful connection between the characters. Despite the heavy focus on personal drama, there are a few moments of levity in Ride the Blade. Christopher Herman, David Eigenberg, gets a small but amusing subplot where he attempts to identify a mysterious scent, providing some much-needed comic relief. Eigenberg's comedic timing is always a highlight of the series, and his performance as Herman continues to be one of the show's most consistent strengths. Additionally, the character of Lizzie Novak, Jocelyn Houdin, continues to impress, as her unfiltered personality provides some welcome moments of humor. Houdin's portrayal of Novak has become a standout feature of the series, and her interactions with the rest of the team offer a refreshing break from the more serious storylines. While Ride the Blade may not go down as one of the most memorable episodes of Chicago Fire, it serves as a reminder of the importance of strong character development and maintaining the balance between personal drama and action. As the season progresses, fans are hopeful that the show will find its footing again and focus more on the core team of Firehouse 51. The unresolved tensions with Jack Damon and Chief Dom Pascal are starting to feel repetitive, and the sooner these storylines are resolved, the better. That said, the continued strength of Taylor Kinney's performance as Severide, along with the evolving relationships among the crew, gives some hope for the future of the series. Hopefully, future episodes will bring the show back to the action-packed, emotionally engaging storytelling that fans love. Ultimately, Ride the Blade is an episode that fans may not remember fondly by the end of the season. While it does offer some character development and sets the stage for the resolution of several ongoing storylines, it's bogged down by excessive personal drama and the continued presence of characters who don't seem to fit into the established dynamic of Firehouse 51. Jack Damon, in particular, remains an irritating presence, and it's clear that his storyline is one that fans are eager to see wrapped up. On the other hand, there are some bright spots, including Taylor Kinney's subtle performance as Severide and the continued development of Violet and Carver's relationship. Overall, Ride the Blade is a rare misstep in an otherwise solid season, and hopefully the show will return to its usual balance of action and character-driven storytelling in future episodes.